Alright, everybody, welcome to the late show. I am the master of the mic, Maurice Martin, and this is Worldwide Wrestling Presents Xplosion, part of that jam-packed lineup that just keeps you all going. And we are ready, production. Let's roll. What a jam-packed show we have for you all today. This is Blaze presents 3-Dub Worldwide Wrestling. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow so you can keep up with all the action across Takedown, Shockwave, Blaze, and what you're watching now, Xplosion. Once again, I am the master of the mic, Maurice Martin. Let's go. Ay, 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 what a show. As you all know, we still have our classic announce desk. We are auctioning off several of these throughout the night, getting them from storage. Ay, ay, hybrid universe, welcome to the late show. Welcome to Xplosion. We like to get at you at this time so we could be the last thing on your mind. It is I, the master of the mic, Mr. Red in the good threads, as you can see, Maurice Martin. Now, Sergio Romero's busy, President James Black is also busy, and I have the esteemed pleasure, before I go back there on stage and do this announcing thing that I do, I have the esteemed pleasure to announce something very, 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 very special, Hybrid Universe, and that is, drum roll please, ay, 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 that is the next Blaze and Xplosion presents PLE, which will be, show the footage. That's right, it will be, Xplosion will present its version of Served Cold New Frontier. Now, while you all are stuffing your faces with Hornish hens and turkeys and dressing, yeah, that too, and yams, yeah, and all this other stuff, we are gonna be having our own little Thanksgiving holiday, because after all, revenge is a dish best served cold. Thank you all, and let's get to the show. hybrid television champion Jayden Walker looks ready for a fight. Had to get back to this announce booth and get ready to give you guys the master of the mic quality announcing that I do. Ay, ay, ay. But Jayden Walker has his work cut out for him tonight as his partner is over there on Blaze. So he's actually the not the only member of Team Tap out here, but he's got some work cut out for him because his opponent is none other than the Mookie Dookie Daddy, Shinjo. Shinjo's one of the most charismatic enigmas in the hybrid universe. You never know what you're going to get. And for the most part, you're going to get that S3 that Shinjo says shush, where he just takes his fingers and sticks them in his opponent's mouth. And it has been clarified, I've been looking at the paperwork, this move is clarified as an official submission. Now we know Jayden Walker, the Shark of Team Tap Out, is a submission specialist. So Jayden Walker versus Shinjo in a submission match. Hope you all love the new arena, all the new, I mean, we're in Vegas, baby. We're in the bright lights, and before that blaze, you have to beware of the explosion. Shinjo showing off, but he's gonna have to put in the work, because you have to believe a win here for Shinjo. This is very impressive. Shinjo was unsuccessful in the debut episode of Xplosion, but a win here for Shinjo would put him in the conversation for that hybrid television championship currently held by two-time champion, the Shark Jayden Walker. Jayden Walker out the gates charging at Shinjo, and Shinjo just showing how he's so diverse in strikes. One of the best strikers there is, actually. And just look at him. Shinjo does have a clear weight advantage over Jayden Walker, which gives him an advantage in the strength column. Now Shinjo working over, but gets taken down by our hybrid television champion. Walker rolling out of the ring, Shinjo to the top rope, and Shinjo with a cross body to the upper part of Jayden Walker. Jayden Walker able to flip over that suplex and followed it up with a clothesline. So we change things up around here. You guys see the new apron, the new announce tables. This is going to be our new permanent one as we finish auctioning off all those old announce tables. Once we're done with that, I'll go from the backstage to the front stage. You see, the logo actually bears my beautiful face. Ay, ay, ay. What a kick from Jayden Walker, getting back to this action. And Shinjo just throwing Walker into the ring post. into the announce table and kicks him in the head. Definitely gonna need some water after calling all of this action. Nice reversal from Walker. Beautiful neck breaker from Shinjo. And a nice reversal from Walker. These two kicking off great action. What a card we have for you all. Jayden Walker looking for that walk no more. That inverted figure four. This is a submission match, and Shinjo smartly hitting the calves, trying to tighten up those calves, forcing Walker to release the hold. A little bit of snake eyes there from Shinjo, and Shinjo just, I believe he raked the face of Walker. I believe Walker's busted open, and then there's the S3. Shinjo says shush. Jayden Walker able to fight off the S3. Shinjo missing the knee. Walker missing the chop block. Connects with the elbow, missing another chop block. And Shinjo using his whole body as a weapon with that thump-like maneuver. Walker stalking Shinjo. Walker calls that the shark attack. That twisting face buster, and then now pinfalls won't get it done in this one. You're gonna have to make your opponent tap out, and Shinjo not ready to do that, if at all. And look at the bruising on the lower back of Shinjo, and Walker as well for that matter. These guys are putting it all on the line. Walker climbing back into the ring. Throwing Shinjo off the ropes. Beautiful drop toe hold. Walker will attack those legs and do what needs to be done. Walker looking for the shark attack. Walker to the top rope. Picture perfect elbow from Walker. Walker with a sleeper. Trying to get this submission victory, but Shinjo able to fight out of it. Walker with a beautiful clothesline. Shinjo with a nice counter. Walker went for that chop block again, but Shinjo was able to get the knee up, and now mocking Walker, taking a bow. Walker to the outside. Figured we switched the flooring up, guys. Went from the red on black to the black on red. Hope you all like it. That's it. Walker just went for the S3. Walker just used Shinjo's own finishing maneuver against him to get the pinfall victory. What a match. Walker's going to have to go to the medical's training office and get that looked at. That's a nasty cut above that eye. But nonetheless, your hybrid television champion, the Shark. And what Jayden Walker looked at fatigue after that match. The British badass Scott Adams is calling out Walker, staking his claim to the hybrid television champion. But Kim Kelly was going to go get from, but what is Adams do? Adams has grabbed the hybrid television championship. Kim Kelly was about to bring it into the ring to Walker. Adams says he doesn't get a title shot, but he has the hybrid television championship in his hands. Kim Kelly doesn't know. Walker coming out. Walker sizing up. What? Oh, now Walker snatches his title back. What did we just see? The British badass Scott Adams looked like he wanted to tear Walker in half. That hybrid television championship is that prestigious. Can't wait to see what happens with them two. But up next, the former Xplosion heavyweight champion who had the title merged with the Blaze heavyweight championship to create our undisputed heavyweight champion, the Extreme Chris Conley, the Ultimate Finesse Rosco, looking to get his footing back and get on to winning ways. And when he held that loss, he was talked to by the hybrid national champion who's on his way to the ring, the Icon King, Twan Montana. And Twan Montana said that he can help show Rosco the way and help him become a star. Let that loss build him. And I believe Rosco is taking heed to the hybrid national champion's words. Twan Montana standing right by our announce booth here. And Bloody Skull's making his way to the ring. Both of these men suffered devastating losses on the debut episode of Xplosion, and there can only be one winner. And two of these guys who were unsuccessful in the debut episode will walk away from this episode of Xplosion with a win. Now the question is, will it be Bloody Skulls or will it be the Ultimate Finesse Rosco? And we know that the Icon King and the troubleshooter Jason Dixon aren't seeing eye to eye and are turning into mortal enemies. So Jason Dixon has made his way out to the ring in Bloody Skull's corner. And we know that it's just a matter of time before Twan Montana and Jason Dixon get their hands on each other again, because we saw that great match they had on Blaze. But what few people know is that Bloody Skulls was the man that Rosco beat for the championship that he lost to Conley. And Bloody Skulls was due a rematch that he never got because the title was unified per the merger. So Bloody Skulls is blaming Rosco for never getting his rematch that he felt he earned by being XIW World Heavyweight Champion at the time. But just like that Cash in the Vault briefcase that was nullified from Jason Dixon, Bloody Skull's rematch was another casualty of the merger, and his rematch clause was null and void as well. Now Rosco used his rematch to go into Blaze in another losing effort against the Extreme Chris Conley, our undisputed Blaze heavyweight champion. So this grudge match could have future implications. I know Surge is watching, I know President James Black is watching, and I know that one of these two men could potentially be future contenders. But talking about contenders, that pump handle finesse into the cover, and Bloody Skulls kicks out of Roscoe's finisher. That pump handle finesse, that's the move that Rosco used to beat Bloody Skulls for the title. And there's that beautiful suplex cutter. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, back on his winning ways. Twan Montana over there, the Icon King, looks proud. But your winner, the ultimate finesser, Rosco Wallace. What a great win for Rosco. That's how, when you suffer a devastating loss in the hybrid universe, you just pick yourself right back up. That's what you have to do in Premier eFed Entertainment. That's how you get the dub. And speaking of dubs, let's talk about three of them. Worldwide Wrestling. That's right, y'all. 3-dub Worldwide Wrestling. Like, subscribe, and follow so you can stay tuned with all the action. And on that merch shop, speaking of, we will be getting rid of this desk soon. As we get ready for our next match, making his way to the ring is the Black Panther of Team Tap Out, the prize fighter, the man above all, self-proclaimed man above all, we shall say aye. What? I have to be partial. Cameraman's over here looking at me asking why I say self-proclaimed. I say self-proclaimed, he say man above all. I say self-proclaimed. He has to prove to the hybrid universe that he is who he says he is. Can he get on the mic and gravitate and grab that hybrid universe and get them focused? Can he do the work? That's the question that has been on the hybrid universe mind. That's what they've been asking the prize fighter time and time again. Even President James Black said it. Can prize fighter get the job done? Well, tonight, he doesn't have to pin anybody. He doesn't have to submit anybody. All he has to do is put his opponent through a table. But his opponent's not no high flyer. His opponent's not no lightweight. His opponent is over 7 feet tall and 310 pounds and 1/2 of your hybrid tag team champions. And he is Legion's own Bozzy. As Bozzy makes his way to the ring, and it's just scary that Legion is just this, I don't know what to say, but unworldly, like not from this place, like, and we heard about the injury to Wild Rage, and we have word that their leader, the Final King Sam Hain, will be addressing said issue on Blaze. We will check into that. Maybe the next Xplosion we'll hear what's going on, or what is Legion's plan for that. But for the first time in singles competition, the undefeated Bozzy taking on the Prizefighter. And Prizefighter out the gate, Bozzy was in some type of trance. I don't know if because Sam Hain wasn't out here, he didn't like know what to do, but you gotta stay focused out here in this hybrid universe. You can't get caught lacking in Premier EFED, but Bozzy looks like he's shaking that off with a double-handed choke slam and then raking the back of Prizefighter. That had to hurt. And then Prizefighter returning the favor here. Just choking. And then now Prizefighter, this is a table match, so that means there is no disqualification. Bozzy off the ropes with a beautiful senton, knocking those stairs back out the ring though. Nice spinning heel kick from the Prizefighter. Prizefighter, look at those clotheslines from the Prizefighter. And notice how he's smart enough and has the wherewithal to hold on to the arm of Bozzy and continue with those clubbing clotheslines. Looked like he was going for a table, but he changed his mind. He doesn't want to be right there with that table right there. Snake eyes by Bozzy, and Bozzy the first one to grab himself a table, but Prizefighter right on his heels throws him back in the ring. Prizefighter going under the ring, grabbing a table himself, has Bozzy on that barricade. Prizefighter with the knee off the barricade. As President James Black like to say, he's going to fill every piece of that one. Prizefighter with enough elbows to get down ended up busting Bozzy open. Bozzy is definitely bleeding after that shot. Prize fighter clubbing right. Getting a good look at those beautiful seats. Every fan gets to go home with one of those. Prize fighter making his way back into the ring. Bozzy is still down. Prize fighter has that table set up, but Bozzy just took care of that, knocking it right back down. Bozzy caught prize fighter, was going for an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Prize fighter able to counter though. Beautiful move by prize fighter. Prize fighter is it open again. I need him to take care of that. Prize fighter has a history of, I guess you could say, bleeding is winning with him. Or prize fighter throwing another table into the ring. Bozzy grabbing one of his own, but he hits prize fighter with it. Bozzy look like he's trying to psych himself into the game or get himself motivated. Beautiful sequence. Prize fighter was looking for a neck breaker. Bozzy had a counter for that one, but prize fighter gets his neck breaker eventually, I guess. He was going to keep trying for that one. Hey, you know what they say, first you don't succeed. Right, beautiful elbow from the prize fighter. And there's a table already set up in the corner, and then prize fighter sets that one up right there. Look at the damage these tables have already taken. And prize fighter, that knockout prize claw, that Black Panther, he likes to call that. But you can't win this match by submission. And then prize fighter showing his script, just choking. Prize fighter has Bozzy up with looking for a lawn dart, and he throws Bozzy head first into that table. Look at that beautiful spear. Went for the Black Panther. And then a lawn dart into the table. And your winner, the man above all, self-proclaimed, might I add again, the prize fighter. Prize fighter with a win over one half of the tag team champions of Blaze and Xplosion. You gotta wonder though, that could put prize fighter in line for a tag title shot, but as of now, him and his partner can't stand each other. And the other members of Team Tap Out are already champions. Well, we'll see that. Well, I guess here comes the chairman of the self-proclaimed chairman of Xplosion and the hybrid universe, the Great One. Great One making his way to the ring. And who will the chairman be facing? Well, the chairman of the hybrid universe, the fans want to know. We're going to find out in just a second. We hear the music. Could it be? It is, ladies and gentlemen, the chairman versus the captain. Looks like Great One's got to get ready to hold this L, courtesy of Captain C. Captain's orders are in effect as the captain, Louis C., makes his way to the ring. The captain adoring the fans. Tell them keep the camera on them. Louis C. in the place to be. As he gets ready, as the captain gets ready for this fight, I gotta just every time I watch it on replays and I think about it, I gotta remind you all of that match he had at Fall Brawl with Dirty Joe Rivers. Like, the back and forth, the punches thrown, the violations. I mean, the captain, Louis C., is one of them guys you gotta be on the lookout for, because he's coming like a freight train locomotive in a Mack truck. Just like this. Great One with the kick out, but Louis C., just like that, out the gates, ball of fire, overhead belly to belly suplex. This is what you get from the captain, Louis C., into a running power slam. Flying cross-body forearm there. Beautiful. And then doing a little limb targeting. Captain Louis C. looking to fly with the double axe handle, and he connects. Speaking of fly, ladies and gentlemen, you know I, the master of the mic, Maurice Martin, you know I fly the W, and I fly 3 of them. Worldwide Wrestling. If this action is what you like to see, hit that like button. If this is Premier eFed Entertainment, give a subscribe. And if you want to know the next move of the Captain Louis C., you gotta follow Worldwide Wrestling. That's where you find everything that you need to find about Blaze, Xplosion, Takedown, and Shockwave, the hybrid universe has unfolded before your eyes, and as we always say, the factory keeps working. As I say right there on the apron, beware of the explosion. Kim Kelly trying to keep this action underway, but these two men want to fight. The chairman, the self-proclaimed chairman versus the captain. And what another overhead belly-to-belly suplex from the captain, Louis C. I don't know, but if I'm a bet man, great one, I say captain's orders are that you have to hold this L. Great one with a nice gut buster to the captain. Louis C getting up, favoring the small of the back there, and then Great One saw that, threw him into the corner. Great One going for the Great Wall. There he is. Great One hits the Great Wall. Louis C kicks out of the Great Wall. Nice clubbing blow. Louis C using Great One's own feat of greatness against him into the cover. And Great One kicks out of his own finisher. To have to do that though, that's insult to injury. And now the captain with a beautiful power bomb. Captain's collision, and that's it. I think the captain actually was mad that Great One kicked out of his own finisher. He went for the Great Wall, and then Louis C hits him with his other finisher, and then he goes into that captain's collision power bomb. And look at the way Louis C folds him up. What a win for the captain. Be on the lookout, Hybrid Universe. Be on the lookout, Hybrid Universe. The captain, Louis C. He's got the people in a production truck tripping. The excitement just knocking things over. You guys get it together back there. Let's keep going. We know what this means, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes, the mayor of Ape City, Gorilla Cruz, accompanied to the ring by the manager of Team Tap Out, the Black Widow of Team Tap Out, Nightshade. I want to give a shout out to my boy Christoph over there. Sweet. See you soon, bro. Can't wait to what the great things you're gonna do over there. And speaking of great things, not Great One, because he just held that L, courtesy of the captain, Louis C. What a match that was, though. But Gorilla Cruz has his work cut out for him. The mayor of Ape City has to go one-on-one with the #1 contender, the #1 overall draft pick. I mean, there's only so many #1s, and what he calls the #1 faction in EFED in this hybrid universe. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the entity, Will King, accompanied to the ring by the former Blaze Heavyweight Champion, the Gold Standard Matt 8 Star, former undisputed women's champion, the goddess Athena, which there's a new one if you all saw Blaze claiming that title. I wonder how Athena's going to take that. There's supposed to be a new goddess in town. You guys tune in to Blaze to see how that pans out. And last but certainly not least, we have who could be a future megastar in this business. I don't know. Man, oh man, as Dewey Danielson would say. Logan the Future Black. Keep an eye on that kid. Cruz looks serious, but that is the #1 contender to the Blaze, the undisputed Blaze Heavyweight Championship, Will King. And look at that. The crossbody to the back of Gorilla Cruz. We know Gorilla Cruz has a history of issues with the back. And Will King is just targeting any part of Gorilla Cruz that he feels like. And what a jumping forearm from the entity Will King. Gorilla Cruz with the counter. Nightshade trying to cheer Cruz on. Kim Kelly keeping an eye on this action. What a headbutt from Cruz. Nice knee to the gut, and then Cruz trying to force a submission with that bear hug, but Will King not having it, and that lariat just taking Cruz out of body experience and showing the strength with the toss. Gorilla Cruz with a kick out. Kim Kelly right there on that count, and King's reign. The reign into the cover. 1, 2. Will King obviously frustrated. Gorilla Cruz just kicked out of the ring. That hammerlock DDT he's putting so many people away with. Cruz rolling to the outside, trying to get a little breather there, and runs right back into a German suplex. Just look at the strength there. I haven't seen a fist fight like this since my cousins was fighting over the last turkey leg at the last reunion. Cruz chopping that man like he took lessons from a nature boy, if you ask me. Woo! And these clubbing blows, these two behemoths just throwing haymakers. Speaking of behemoths, one will be in action later today, and Nightshade getting out of dodge. That's your client, but he almost made you roadkill. And Will King with the splash. Notice he hit that crossbody in the beginning on that lower back, and then the frog splash. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. What a dominant performance from the #1 contender to the undisputed Blaze Heavyweight Championship, the entity Will King. Will King proving that the King's reign isn't the only weapon in his arsenal. We don't normally see Will King go to the top rope much, but when he does, it is money. Heel money. I had to. I had to. And speaking of that, Behemoth, run. Come to the dark side. We have cookies. This just no. I have a job to do. I don't want to go to the dark side. I like cookies though, but no, Maurice, you not again, not again. After the last time you didn't find your way out of that maze for cookies. Sorry, y'all. I had a flashback of bad times. Yeah, that's it. Bad times. Behemoth making his way to the ring. Pay attention to the fire in the background, everybody, because it says what we all know. You can't stop the blaze. And next Wednesday, you'll get another reason why. And Behemoth ready for this fight. And his opponent is none other than the Sadistic Joker. The Sadistic one making his way to the ring. Sadistic Joker says all he needs is the fans cheering as he comes to the ring, and when he gets in the ring, he is all business and ready to work. Let's find out together, Hybrid Universe, who will get the last laugh in this one. Will it be the Joker? Or will it be the monster? Behemoth pacing on that outside. Looks like he's ready to get a piece of Sadistic Joker. Now, both of these men were victorious on the debut episode. Not. Sadistic Joker unsuccessfully had a match, and now Behemoth successfully did. So we're gonna see, can Sadistic Joker get his revenge and his redemption, or will Behemoth continue his winning ways from last Xplosion? What a forearm from Sadistic Joker. And another forearm. Production team telling me everybody's active in the comments in the chat. We love you all. Let's keep it going. See, we got new prospects, new people interested. That's right. The hybrid universe is where it's at. Worldwide Wrestling is where it's always been. Premier eFed Entertainment. Let's go. If you believe what I just said, don't leave us on red. Like, subscribe, and follow. So this is the joke with that last laugh. Behemoth with the kick out at 2. And if you look at Sadistic Joker's face, he looks highly frustrated with that. Looked like he was going for that Sadistic drive, but he runs right into a fallback. I think he calls that Sadistic drive. I'm gonna have to notes and see what he calls that. You can just, I mean, you know, while people are going to be eating their cranberry sauce and their yams and their potato salad and I don't know, I just believe raisins don't go in it. I'm just going to throw that out there. But you might even have guys who are somebody who's a pickle lover. I'm looking at you, Christoph. He always wants to put like pickles in the ham, and it's weird. It's a weird thing. It shouldn't be a thing, but he does it. Nonetheless, Joker after that elbow into the cover, and that's all it took to put away the monster. What a win for the Sadistic Joker, fighting back after getting tossed all the way around the ring. Starting to see a pattern here. These big guys are going to have to start doing some pull-ups. Get that lower back straightened out. You know, back strength, core strength when they're carrying all that weight. That's important. Well, nonetheless, Sadistic Joker flying the W, and I have to say, if you want to fly the W too, you like Worldwide Wrestling. Coming to the ring, and it is main event time. This is the girlfriend, the valet, the significant other of the troubleshooter, Jason Dixon. This is Shade Evans. You gotta be, when you're facing Shade Evans, you gotta be on the lookout for that stunner, Shades. That stunner that she does, and she can hit it from the top rope, off the ropes, jumping off, you name it, and it just shows a different level of versatility and creativity with Shade Evans. But she has her work cut out for her, because her opponent is none other than the other half of the Extreme and Supreme era. The one making her way to the ring right now, the Supreme Sherri K, our undisputed women's champion. You see the background, just look at it. She's definitely letting us know that she is in the building. And what a treat for us, Xplosion. On a first episode, we got the Extreme Chris Conley, our undisputed Blaze heavyweight champion. And he became undisputed Blaze heavyweight champion on the first episode of Xplosion. And now on the second episode of Xplosion, we get the other half, his better half, the Supreme Sherri K. What a treat for us. What a treat. And this is just episode number 2. Shade Evans out the gate. Beautiful clothesline, but you're not going to get the Supreme Sherri K twice with that one. As she blocked that second one, and now Sherri K's going to work. But Shade Evans trying to fight it off. Sherri K not having it. Sherri K had some choice words for Legion's resident mean girls, Cruella and Pandora. So one can only wonder what's going to happen with that. They had that run-in on Blaze. Yeah, the production guys were in a hurry to get that one out. They didn't change the marquee posting. This definitely is episode number 2. And Shade Evans with a miniature version of that Stunner Shades. But that will be edited after the post. That will be changed. The name of the actual video. What a kick from Sherri K into the moonsault. Kim Kelly giving a count. Neither lady acting like they care, but Sherri K finally getting Shade Evans back in the ring. Sherri K, beautiful counter into that roundhouse kick she likes. Off the snake eyes into the cover. Shade Evans with a kick out at 2. Okay, missing the moonsault there. Sherri with the Cobra Clutch sleeper, and then smartly getting into the ground, leaning her body into it, but Shade Evans still able to counter, and then another one, dragging her back down to the ground. Sherri K showing she has a couple of submissions in her arsenal. That S doesn't stand for just Supreme or Sherri. It also stands for submissions. And we like to see that. Sherri K now trying to gather herself there. And look like Shade Evans looking for another miniature version of that Stunner Shades. But she's not doing it, and that's definitely a rookie mistake. She's hitting the Stunner Shades, but she's doing it to the outside and allowing Sherri K to get that moment of a breather, because she doesn't need much, and she'd be right back, as they like to say, on your A. Shade Evans slapping Sherri K. Looked like that just infuriated her, if anything. Sherri K with the reversal. Drop down, leapfrog over, elbow to the face. Sherri K setting her up. What is she looking for here? And Sherri K is going for her own, Shade Evans' own Stunner Shades into the cover. And Shade Evans able to kick out at 2. Sherri K grabbing a fistful of hair and then a fistful into the face. And that's all she took. Shade Evans putting up a good effort, but in the end, her winning was something that Sherri K said, in your dreams, because this is the era of the extreme and the supreme. What a win for Sherri K. What a win. Very impressive Xplosion debut for the hybrid undisputed women's champion. All right. As we see the fire, we know what that means. You can't stop the blaze, which we will see next week. But in addition to Blaze, we also have the debut episode of Shockwave coming actually on the back end of this. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. on this same channel, on this same network, we will have Shockwave. What an announcement I had to make earlier, you all. Are you all ready? Happy holidays in advance, but in addition to that, we have Blaze Presents. Blaze and Xplosion Presents. You know, I gotta act like I ain't gonna have myself in there. Didn't have myself in there. That's how I do it. But nonetheless, Blaze and Xplosion Presents Served Cold. What a show that's gonna be. You guys got a little snippet of the official theme song for Xplosion. Shout out to Tan Fields for Revenge. DBSC. Dish Best Served Cold. And that's how Blaze and Xplosion is going to serve it up. Can't wait. Served cold. And we're going to stick around for a little bit longer. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. Episode numero dos of Xplosion. Beware of the explosion. You can't stop the blaze. Get ready for the takedown. And tomorrow, the next time we give you some more action, you will all understand why you have to feel the shock. But most importantly, as I always say in parting, beware of the explosion. I am the master of the mic, Mr. Red in the good threads, Maurice Martin. Until next time, beware of the explosion.